The online stores for the PS3, the PS Vita, and the PSP will be closing down this summer. If you're somebody who has been looking to make the jump into a PS3, PS Vita, or a PSP game, it looks like you're going to have to make that jump soon, as these digital stores will be closing down this summer. Now, before we get into this any further, if you guys are new here and you enjoy what you see throughout this video, I'd really appreciate you hitting that subscribe button to help this channel grow and help grow this community so we can have great conversations in the comments below. Now, this report comes from thegamer.com, and it is said to be from a verified source saying here that the PlayStation Portable, the PlayStation 3 stores are to be closed on July 2nd, and the PlayStation Vita store will stay open until August 27th. But after those dates, you will no longer be able to purchase digital copies of games or DLC for any of the Sony consoles mentioned above. And I think this is a little bit unfortunate, but I also don't think it's very surprising that it is happening. If we remember the lead up to the PlayStation 5, PlayStation and Sony were pretty much just talking about how they believed in generations, and it made people believe that there was going to be no backwards compatibility and we were only going to be able to play PlayStation 5 games on that console. And then we got word that they were bringing backwards compatibility over to the PlayStation 4, and they were also bringing cross-generational games. So it kind of went back on that original saying that they believed in generations, but there was still some disappointment in the fact that it wasn't fully backwards compatible all the way back to like the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2. And now we know their strategy when it comes to these older generation games is that they are just shutting down these stores, and if you want to pick up these games, you're going to have to do it now, because if you don't, you're not going to be able to access them digitally. On top of that, if you're somebody who is looking to pick up any of these games, I would look at getting them physically as soon as possible, because this move here, when these stores shut down, is probably going to make those physical games skyrocket in price. For me personally, it's somewhat disappointing just in the fact that they are closing down these stores and not even giving people the options if they want to check out a game that they missed on one of these consoles to be able to go and download them. One of my favorite things about the Xbox Series consoles is the backwards compatibility and the attempt to preserve the backwards catalog going back all the way to the OG Xbox. Now, with that being said, obviously with the OG Xbox, there isn't that many games, but the fact that they are attempting to preserve these games and giving people the chance to play the ones that are available on there, I think is a great move, and I'm happy to see that going forward. On top of that, we see kind of the enhancements that they are giving to the backwards compatible games with the auto HDR and the FPS boost, and we don't really see that coming from the PlayStation side of things. But I think there will be a lot of people who probably don't even care too much that this is happening, people who have a PlayStation 5 and they're just solely focusing on the PlayStation 5 games that are upcoming, or the PlayStation 4 games that are getting enhancements and getting upgrades for the PlayStation 5. But I think if you're somebody out there who's a collector, this is definitely a sad day. If you're somebody out there who loves jumping into a retro catalog, better be on lookout for those physical versions of games for the PlayStation platform. You're looking for something that's older, because I think the prices will definitely be going up really fast once this happens. Now, here's the original tweet from the gamer, and I wanted to go through some of the comments to see kind of the reactions of people. One of the things I am seeing is that digital age is inevitable. We can't get past that. If you're somebody who is still holding on to physical age, and like, I love physical games. I have a ton of physical games. I have 2 shelves over here you can't see, full with physical games, plus a bunch of other boxes in my closet with a ton of physical games, and I absolutely love them. But with me personally, I bought a ton of Xbox One and PlayStation 4 games physically, but now with Game Pass, I'm probably not going to buy too many physical games this generation. But let's go through the comments and just see kind of what people's reactions are. Always buy disc versions if you can. I mean, for the PlayStation 3, the Vita, and the PSP, I guess that does make some sense. But when you're thinking about this generation right now, and you think about the Xbox One and the PS4 era, it doesn't even really matter for a lot of these games if you buy the physical versions, because it's literally just a key on a disc, and then you got to download everything anyway. So if they ever take those games off the store, even with your disc, I wonder what will happen to the game itself. Even though you have the physical disc, you can actually put into the console. Will the purchased games remain downloadable? Now, this is a question I've seen popping up a lot. I think that's really important, and hopefully Sony does clarify this, that if you've purchased the game already from one of those stores and the store's closed, and let's say you don't have it downloaded, what happens? How do you access them? Maybe they are stored into your account, where you can go to your previously downloaded stuff or previously purchased stuff and still download them. Thinking that is probably something that is likely. Digital is the future, though. Yeah, digital is the future. That is something we all have to get used to. but it's still sad to see a store closing and just taking away more options. This is the worst news in a long time. I have so many games I still want to play on legacy consoles. If Sony, which is making billions in profits, can't care about their fans enough to keep older digital storefronts open, then they truly have fallen from being champions of gaming. And with that being said, it probably costs a ton of money to keep them stored on a server somewhere for people to download, and that's one of the reasons they are doing it. And again, more people saying here's to an all digital future where companies can and will close its servers, holding games you paid for to be lost forever and having nothing to show for it. This is why people go for physical media, modding, or emulation, simply for preservation. Now, when it comes to comments like this, I've seen a lot of these. Like I said, it doesn't make any sense. Even if you buy a physical game, it's literally just a CD key, or it's literally just a small amount of data, and then you still need to go to the store and download the majority of it. So it's kind of irrelevant, in my opinion, that argument that physical media is still the way to go in 2021, as it doesn't really solve that issue. If a company wants to shut down its server, if a company wants to shut down and take a game off the store, it'll still be impossible to get access to. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to get you aware of this in case you're planning on playing any older games digitally from the PS3, the Vita, or the PlayStation Portable, and you were hoping that you had time to go ahead and purchase and download them, but you're only going to have until July and August to do this. That's it for me. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Do you care that these stores are closing down? Do you have any interest in these older legacy titles, or is it just something that doesn't bother you because you're only here to play the newest games out there? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. If you're new here and you like what you see throughout this video, I'd really appreciate you hitting that subscribe button to help this channel grow and help grow this community so we can have great conversations in the comments below. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video.